Dunn stepped down and quit. I watch everything. I think Kevin Dunn was involved too because he was the head of, the camera and tech department, production team, because it said that the production team was involved in this. It did say it though, definitely a production team. And if you guys can allow me to show this again, I believe it says something about that. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see it right here. We're going to pull this up right now, but it says something about a tech team. So let's see. Because I believe that was Kevin Dunn's his title for the whole duration of the company, at least when he left, I should say. So let's see. Let's pull this up right now. It says right here. I'm going to highlight it right here. It says members of the television production tech team executive producers. I'm going to say it again. Television production tech team executive producers. That sounds very close to Kevin Dunn's title. It's not like he was involved too. That's why Kevin Dunn quit and retired. So he's involved too. Now that's no report of any other source saying that. That's Toxic Rings saying that. That is TNT saying that. Like I said, this is the locker room. We are pulling up everything. Remember, this is Toxic News Turmoil. This is where I think Kevin Dunn name was involved, because Kevin Dunn was a part of that. Now let's see. Remember, let's pull him up again. Kevin Dunn quits WWE. If you guys remember, I just did a story on Kevin Dunn when he quit. Now let's see. We will pull him up again. Kevin Dunn, you are not off scot-free, sir. We are on you too. Let's see. Let's pull that up right now. Kevin Dunn was involved. Can't tell me no different. Now let's see. It says more backstage details on Kevin Dunn leaving WWE. And this is 3 days ago, guys. Today's the 25th, 21st. Says Kevin Dunn leaving WWE from his role as what? What's his role? Chief executive producer and chief global television distribution. That sounds kind of similar to the alleged position that was involved in this whole scandal. And it said the report's been his overall involvement and what he was like to work with. And it said he reportedly had a hand in WWE broadcasts, including graphics, lighting, camera, audio, pyrotechnics, and video. We saw aspect that he could look better and he provided feedback and served as the ringleader for WWE TV broadcasts, pretty much the head of the whole thing, the head honcho. And it said one source said that they said that he was not as difficult to work with as initially expected, but TV director, the best out of everyone. But I bet you he was involved in this scandal. They're just not going to say his name. Pretty much, it may be NDA not to say his name. And he just left. He's with WWE over 40 years, and he announced his exit at the beginning of the year. Kevin Dunn knew that it was getting hot in the kitchen, and he got up out of there. That's the point I'm trying to make. I think he was involved in this too. He is not slick. I'm watching you, Mr. Dunn. I'm watching you. See who else came into the locker room. Billy Bishop Records, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. Always appreciate your support. Is that why he left? Yeah, Billy Bishop. I believe Kevin Dunn name was involved. That's why I pulled up his job description at the time when he left the company, and that's why I put his name up there, because and also in that scandal I put what title of what position was involved besides John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon, and of course a referee, unnamed referee, but I believe his name was mentioned too. I would say Kevin Dunn was involved. He was involved. Yes, you see it. It's not just me thinking. Put a one in chat if you think it's Kevin Dunn. Rumble and YouTube. Put a one in chat if you think Kevin Dunn is the name that was involved. put it too if you don't think Kevin Dunn name was involved. But I think this was Kevin Dunn. This smells like Kevin Dunn. I think, and he just left. What a coincidence! He just left the company. He left beginning of this year, like what, a few weeks ago, and now he's gone. I believe he was involved as well. Man, it didn't take much to figure that out. I'm not even a detective, and I feel like one right now. But yeah, I think he was involved. I think Kevin Dunn name was involved. I really think he was. I think Kevin Dunn was the guy behind this. I think he was involved in this whole thing. They're just not going to mention him. Like I said, it could be a whole bunch of maybe India or anything, but Kevin Dunn was involved in this whole thing. I believe so. And we'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Let's come up with the tally of voting based on who did what with, with this whole situation. Was this Kevin Dunn? Because it's, like I said, I pulled up his job description and I pulled up the article that said it sounds so close to him. Let's see what the voting says. Billy Bishop said 1. Gilbreth said 1. Mr. Pro said 1. They're saying Brock Lesnar involved too. Thomas Romano, I just read off about Brock Lesnar. They alleged said that she was arranged to meet up with Brock Lesnar. They said it was alleged that she was supposed to meet with Brock Lesnar on 2 separate occasions, but it never happened. One time was because of the snowstorm, another time just didn't happen. I read that part of the article already. So yes, I did touch on Brock Lesnar, and he was sent explicit photos. If you take a look on the playback, I talked about Brock Lesnar right before Kevin Dunn, and they said he wasn't involved, but that don't mean Brock Lesnar had intentions on doing it. So if you got time, Thomas Romano, take a look back. I did mention Brock Lesnar. I touched on it. Let's see what another person in the chat. If I said your name correctly, excuse me if I said it wrong. Sehi Ubani. If I said your name, if I said it wrong, excuse me. But read your comment. It says, don't be surprised if the Undertaker's involved because him and Vince McMahon are pretty close. Undertaker don't seem like the type that would do that. Well, I wouldn't rule it out. But you got a point there. Him and Vince are extremely close. It's very, very close. They were close since the early 90s when Undertaker debuted in WWE. They even hang out now still. But meanwhile to that, it's a lot of names involved in this whole thing. And like I said, it's not just Johnny Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon. And Brock Lesnar was sent. Like I said, he was sent photos by Mrs. What this heifer name again? Janelle Grant, and he did not meet up with her due to a snowstorm. He did get explicit photos, and now we hear that possibly alleged. Keyword alleged that Kevin Dunn, I believe, and I think the audience agrees too. Kevin Dunn may be involved too. The former head of the global TV production that just retired beginning of this month. So I believe so. So let's see. Thank you all for coming out so far. This is breaking news at the locker room. Let's see what else you got to say. Triple H better pray that his name doesn't come up in any type of way or any type of involvement, even a little bit. Man, you got a point there. Say you got a point there, because you gotta remember Triple H just lost his board of directors spot, and I think he lost that to The Rock, who just became part of the board of directors. So yeah, if Triple H does get involved, if his name is involved in this scandal, then yes, Triple H, he will lose his position as head of creative or be forced to step down, and he would definitely lose his reputation and his good name that he has gained and garnered for well over many decades. And once again, we got 18 people in the locker room. In the locker room, please hit like as you come in. This is good news we got here at the locker room. But yeah, like I said, based on the report, I don't think Triple H or Undertaker will be involved, but it's a good theory. because we didn't think that Brock Lesnar name would be involved, or alleged involved, or at least attempt, or Kevin Dunn for that matter. So we don't know, but I'm definitely gonna be watching